So unemployment affects approximately 4.9% of the U.S. population, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And the stimulus packet in the article A World Without Work, there's a quote that says, "The unemployed theoretically have the most time to socialize, and yet studies have shown that they feel the most social isolation." So, and then again, in the stimulus packet, there is an article by Richard Nixon that says that the work ethic is ingrained in the American character. That's why most people consider it not right to be lazy or slothful, even if a person can't work because they're injured, they're still seen in a negative view in a society. So this led to me to question things about the mental health of the unemployed, which led to my research question, which was, how does unemployment impact physical and mental health? According to the Office for National Statistics, by the end of 2011, 2.7 million Americans were unemployed. This means that unemployment is having an impact on the lives of American citizens. These American citizens are not only losing money that they could have to feed their families, but unemployment is affecting their mental health. An American public speaker, memoirist, and author Richard Pelzer's peer-reviewed article, he writes that unemployment causes a person's mental health to decrease and cause their personalities to become more negative. This means that an unemployed person's mental health decreases the longer that they are unemployed. This shows that unemployment is causing mental implications in people's lives. Although some people who have jobs are depressed, unemployment leads to social decline, mental instability, and physical implications. Unemployment has a negative impact on a person's mental health. In psychology professor at Middle East Technical University, Rayhan Biljic's peer-reviewed article, he writes that mental health is affected by getting financial help from someone when they are unemployed. He writes that a person's mental health deteriorates when, after being unemployed, they get financial help from the government. This is because then this person feels like then they are able or fit to be able to provide money for themselves, which causes their mental health to deteriorate. So, and Christian Bunnings has been working as a scientist at RWI in the competence area of health. In his peer-reviewed article, he writes that when a person is unemployed, their spouse's mental health also declines because they are so worried that their spouse doesn't have a job that they won't get money for their family to provide things for like food and shelter for their family, that it causes their mental health to decline. So this means that not only is the person who's unemployed being affected, their family is also being affected. And then again, according to Connie Schleibner and John J. Paraguay's peer-reviewed article, the children of the unemployed feel that it is their fault that their parents are unemployed because they have to care for them. And it makes them think that when they grow up, they're going to be unemployed because they don't have the role model of someone that is employed. So, editor of the Journal of Human Resources, a research associate at the National Bureau of Economic Research, and a research affiliate at IZA, Sandra Block's peer-reviewed article states that data shows that after being unemployed, a person tends to smoke and drink more. This could possibly lead to lung or liver problems. So this means that not only are the unemployed being mentally affected, but physically affected, and causing problems that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. And then, according to Margaret Lynn in her peer-reviewed study to see the physical and mental effects of unemployment, men who were unemployed stayed in bed more than those working and said that they felt like they were ill more than those who had a job. So because they were unemployed, they felt like physically sick and couldn't get out of bed to do anything. Which causes them not to be able to want to go and find a new job. So while unemployment does lead to a decrease in mental and physical health, working can also cause a person's mental health to decrease. Tanya Leninen has wrote many peer-reviewed articles about mental health and life expectancy, and in one of her peer-reviewed articles, she writes that more antidepressant medication is administered before a person is unemployed rather than after unemployment. This means that a person feels more depressed when they are working because of all the stress that is caused by working than when they are unemployed, when they have more time to relax and do other things that they would like. But, according to Jonathan Silas in his peer-reviewed article, unemployment causes more mental and physical problems than working does, because even though they have the time to relax, they're stressed about gaining money and how they're going to be financially stable. So this means that although working does cause depression, unemployment causes more people to be depressed and mentally unstable. Unemployment is a huge factor in a person's life and leads to mental and physical problems. A possible solution to the mental and physical problems that are caused by unemployment could be that when a person becomes unemployed, they can join a guild that specializes in something that they are interested in, which then, after they learn the talents that are needed for whatever they're interested in, they could go and get a job for that. A possible implication of this could be that they aren't able to get the talents needed for the new job that they want, and so it continues to make them unemployed. Or they just are already too mentally unstable and are unable to get into the guild, which means that they'll just stay unemployed. Another solution could be that the government designates jobs after high school or college graduation based on how good your grades are or what you learn. But another implication to this could be that the government doesn't take enough time to really look at what the people are interested in or how good their grades are, and just selects jobs for the people that they don't want. So, in conclusion, unemployment is a huge issue that should be handled more so that the unemployed and their family members can live better lives.
All right, thank you. Miss Mattison, was there any information that you needed that you were unable to find or locate, and how did you go about trying to find that information?
It was really hard to find physical problems based on unemployment, so I could only find those two that I brought up. So I looked on things like EBSCO to find more of that, and I ended up finding like other physical aspects that were very similar to the other things that.
Okay, thank you. If you have more time, what additional research would you like to conduct then related to this?
I would like to conduct like more of the futuristic ideal of this. What's going to happen if everyone like starts to become like their children are seeing what's happening, and so they like decide that they can't get a job. How is that going to base our economy in the future, and what's going to happen to it?